Do you go to church?
Yep.
Okay. Where do you see kind of the state of racism in America at the level of church?
It's still racist. I mean, I go to First Baptist Capitol Hill downtown, and my church was actually the first black church, free black church in the state. And it was because First Baptist, the big First Baptist, white First Baptist, gave a slave owner a slave his own church. And so for me, I'll be very honest with you, structured religion, the more I do this work, the less favorable of it I am, because I feel like it is the core of white supremacy. And so I find myself being more ritualistic and more spiritual than I am just super religious, where I'm following the Bible, every step of the Bible, because the more intellectual I become and the more I read the Bible, the less it actually applies to my life. So, I think that the Bible's a good story, but I can't say that I 100% believe everything that's in the Bible, because, for the most part, it was reinterpreted by people who hate me. Or who would hate me.
Yeah. The church is an unfortunate thing, and I don't disagree with you at the organizational level, at kind of the religious level, if we want to call that, because I mean churches. I mean, this was Andrew, wasn't it just past weekend? Travis Lester, one of our elders, had a black elder had a video that they played during the congregation, and one of his points was that we have black churches basically because black people were kicked out of white churches, which is so insane. It's so crazy. But I don't think that is a product of people following the Bible. I think that's a product of people reinventing the Bible, manipulating the Bible, like those types of things, and using religion as an excuse to do these ridiculous things. And I just feel like it is unfortunate that churches still are largely segregated. Let's just be honest about that. This is 2020, and church is definitely still an area that's largely segregated. And then when, and I'm sure that black people experience this in other areas of life, but church is certainly one of those areas where you'll have a white church. It's like, oh, they're going to be about like multi-ethnic and those types of things. Well, black person actually comes there. What they're really asking you to do as a black person now is to be less black and be more like the white people. Well, that's no good either, So it definitely is an area where there's still, I think, plenty of room for improvement here. No doubt about that.
It's hard, Kent, in everything. Church is really the foundation. In my opinion, it's the organization of church is the foundation of white supremacy, in a sense. A lot of white supremacist cults built their whole organizations off of church.
Dang, that's so crazy. Well, you know what? It's not the first time in history that religion has been used to do ridiculous things, because wasn't it oh man, I'm so bad at history. Angie, you might have to help me here. What was all the killing that happened under the name of basically Catholicism like 500 years ago or something? You know what I'm talking about?
I will let you know in a minute.
I can't remember what that was. There's it's right on the tip of my tongue of what all that was. But basically, so many people killed in the name of religion, which is just that's not the true. I mean, that's certainly not the true religion. People do crazy things in the name of religion. There's no doubt about that. Speaking of guidance, do you want any?
No, thank you.
You good?
Yeah.
What?
I'm being a loyal CrossFitter and fasting from alcohol.
Are you really? No alcohol.
No alcohol.
Oh, how long have you done that? How long do you plan to do that?
So at least for another 2 months. I want to go to the first of the year.
Okay.
I'm a month and a half in, and 2 more months.
Oh wow, you're doing that for what reasons?
Just mental. When this election has been very stressful. And one of the things that I realize I tend to do is use alcohol or different things as a coping mechanism to deal with stress. And so I'm trying to learn new ways to balance and deal with stress.
Yeah. Do you have it there, Andrew? What was that?
The European Wars of Religion were a series of Christian religious wars which were waged in Europe during the 16th, 17th, and early 18th centuries, fought after the Protestant Reformation began in 1517. The wars disrupted the religious and political order in the Catholic countries of Europe. For example, by the end of the 30 Years' War, 1618 to 1648, Catholic France was allied with the Protestant forces against the Catholic Habsburg monarchy. It says further down here, the conflicts culminated in the 30 Years' War, which devastated Germany and killed 1/3 of its population, a mortality rate twice that of World War I.
So crazy. Twice that of World War I. I mean, and that's in the name of religion.